Okay. So welcome to our 2021 New Student Orientation. I'm Dr. Arbello. I'm the Dean of Student Affairs, and it's a pleasure to welcome you to our live orientation. This used to take place on campus, but since we've transitioned to mostly remote, even though we are on campus some days a week, it's just, this is our new venue for now. And it's just a joy that you have arrived here. So thank you for coming out. During this meeting time, you're going to hear from several key individuals who are all here to support your success. They're going to describe the different programs and protocols that we have developed to support you on your academic journeys. And so you'll be also provided with a live Blackboard tutorial. And I'm going also to present our student success portal. So you're going to be hearing from our ed tech team and Elena Sabla, who's already on the call, and you all know her. Lily Martinez, our coordinator of student success and career placement. Dr. Amanda Just, she's our director of our Graduate Student Center. Rita Rivera, our student council president, and who holds many other titles as well. And she'll be discussing club activities and student involvement. Even though you're remote, we are still engaging our students through different activities and really just, some fun stuff that we do as well. Ms. Brenda Leese is our academic counselor. She supports our students through retention, counseling services, crisis intervention, and onboarding as well. And she's going to introduce you to our onboarding site, which you'll have access to as of next week, and we'll be sending you an email about that. Finally, you're going to hear from Mr. Sam Rios, Sam Wave, and he's one of our academic coaches who's really like he's very tech savvy, and he's going to be taking you on a tour of Blackboard and features and functions, like what your classroom's going to look like and how you access different functions in there. At the end of the presentation, we'll have a Q&A, so you'll be able to ask questions. Jot down any notes, anything that you're curious about that maybe we don't discuss, even though I think we've discussed pretty much everything. Definitely just, be ready. So I'm going to share with you really quickly before I pass this over to Elena Sabla. Can you all see my screen? Okay. This is our student success portal, and every single student that's enrolled at Albizu University is enrolled in Blackboard, and you have access to this site through Blackboard. And I want to show this to you. So when you get to Blackboard, you might, I'm not sure where you're going to arrive. You may arrive here, but what you want to do is come here on this left-hand navigation pane and access organizations. And you want to come to the Student Success Portal. Okay. And at the Student Success Portal, all the Student Affairs team are here, as well as tutoring schedule, contact information, but more importantly, as well as all that, you have access to contacts here, student support contacts, a student resource directory that's really important for you. So let's say that you need to contact finance. All that information is here, okay? If you have to contact the library, emails and phone numbers are available. So this is kind of like a one-stop shop for you to access content. You're all going to be enrolled in an onboarding, it's not really a course, so that you're aware. It's more of a space where you really get to know the institution, and you have people monitoring it. You're assigned an academic coach. Miss Zanetti is going to take you there, and she's going to discuss it. But you have a link in that space that brings you here as well to the portal. Okay, so you have two ways of accessing this portal. Every single workshop that we give is recorded, and we post them here. So we have an APA 7, as you can see, a transition from 6 to 7 in the APA. We have, as well as, did someone have a question? Okay. All right, we have writing helps as well. So sort of like cheat sheets that you can access through here as well. We have infographics for students on using Google Docs, okay? And others that we're posting. Every week we're posting new content here. There's a job board and career support for you as well. Every week we're pulling jobs and posting them here so that you have access to them. Just really, you have access to so many different resources here. There was an alumni career panel. You can access that. Resume, webinar, test anxiety workshop. All of these are recorded and posted here for your use. We have self-service tutorials. So when you register next semester, you're probably going to use self-service. You click on here and there's a video that teaches you how to use self-service. You have access to the Graduate Student Center. It's here somewhere. Here it is, Graduate Student Center. So if you're a graduate student and you need help with your research or writing, aside from our Student Success Center where we have tutors for that, this is a center specifically dedicated to graduate students. And we have forms here, but we also, you can make appointments with Dr. Just and her team. So you just, there's a suggestion box. I mean, it's just so many. Take your time when you're in here and look around at all of the different, financial literacy workshops that are being developed for our students, fellowship, research, and scholarships. So if you're interested in exploring, right, some scholarships and fellowships, we list them here, and every week we're adding to that as well. So just know this is really like a great one-stop shop that we developed just for our students to support them, where you have information at your fingertips. There's even a monthly event calendar. Every month we have several events for our students to engage you. And so that calendar can be found here, although it's emailed out to students as well. Okay, hold on one second. And I'm going to turn it over to Elena now. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Dr. Arbelo. Hello, everyone. I'm going to start sharing my screen now. Can everyone see it? Yes, awesome. Well, welcome, guys. And again, congratulations, not only for getting into your respective programs, but for taking the extra step in your life to ensure that you're successful and hopefully leads to some sort of better career change or better opportunities. I am Elena Zabla from the enrollment department. I am the international student advisor. So I know that I saw that we have some of the international students here. So welcome again. And if you or anyone you know is interested in the ESOL program, which is the English language program, you can refer them to me. This is just a little snippet of who does what from my department. Anyone that you would like to contact from here, which I'm sure a lot of you have already been in lots of contact with your enrollment specialists. If you have any questions or any issues regarding your transfer of credits, more so if you're an undergraduate student, you can contact Ms. Emily Palayo. She would be able to help you with the transfer of credits. And if you want that extra support, you can also copy me on that as well, as she's kind of under training with me at the moment. We are the enrollment department. Obviously, that means that we get you in, we admit you, but doesn't mean that our services stop there for you. If you ask any current student now, anyone even that's about to graduate or has graduated, they can tell you that we still get contacted by them and we still go the extra mile to help you out. So don't be shy ever to contact us. I know that some of you earlier mentioned that you either didn't receive your credentials or are having issues with it. If that's the case, please email me. I'm ezabla@albizu.edu, or you can call me at my extension. Just so that you know, I'm constantly getting calls and you may get a busy signal, so I suggest just emailing me. And that is it for me. If no one else has, does anyone have any questions about enrollment? No? Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Lily Martinez. I am the coordinator of student success and career placement, as Dr. Arbello mentioned. And let me share my screen with you just to go over some of our some of the things that we can assist you with. There are many, but these are just a few, so keep that in mind, and you can always contact us in order to get other assistance. Okay, so the Office of Student Affairs, we can assist you with resources and referrals, administrative appeals, grievances, judicial affairs, and once you're ready to graduate, with the commencement exercise. You can contact us. Our hours are Monday through Thursday from 9 to 6 p.m. and Fridays from 9 to 4 p.m. Our phone number is area code 305-593-1223, which is the main number, and our extension is 3245. You can also reach us via email at dosa@albizu.edu. This is my contact information. Again, my name is Lily Martinez. My email is lmartinez@albizu.edu, and my extension is 3113. My office is located in the office of the Dean of Student Affairs on the first floor in the main building. Some of the components of student success include our Student Success Center, Career Services, Disability Services, and Student Life. Our Student Success Center is currently composed of both peer and professional tutors. Our peer tutors specialize in courses from all programs, even through the doctoral level. The professional tutors specialize in courses in the undergraduate and master's levels. A typical session can focus on APA format and grammar for papers, statistics and research methodology, ESOL, written comprehensive exams, and academic coaching. The hours of our Student Success Center, they do vary by semester. So every semester we do put out a new schedule and we send that out to students. We post it on Blackboard. You will find it everywhere. So their schedules do vary by days and times. Currently, we're offering tutoring virtually. You can make an appointment via PickTime at the following link, which is picktime.com/albizututoring, or you can email tutors@albizu.edu or dosa@albizu.edu. When we return to campus, you can stop by the Student Success Center located on the second floor of the new wing. Generally, sessions are 1 hour in length, starting on the hour. However, 2-hour appointments may be scheduled depending on availability, especially during midterms and finals. So make sure you book your appointments early. When we return to campus, walk-in appointments are welcome, but scheduled appointments will take priority. And here you can meet some of our tutors. We have Rita Rivera and Heidi Prieto. They are peer tutors. And Raul Rodriguez, Mario Barros, Alberto Estrada, Dr. Richard Green, and Beatrice Rodriguez are professional tutors. Career services. I usually do conduct the career services appointments. The sessions can focus on resume review, cover letters, personal statements, statement of purpose, job search, or even mock interviews. In order to make an appointment for career services, you can call me at extension 31113 or email me, or you can even stop by my office once we're back on campus. You shouldn't wait till your final semester to start your job search or to get your application materials in order. Our office also offers disability services. Any student who has a disability is welcome to submit an application and supporting materials to receive reasonable accommodations. Under the Americans with Disabilities Act, A person with a disability is a person with a physical or mental impairment that substantially limits a major life activity. Self-disclosure of a disability is voluntary. I am the Disability Services Coordinator, and Dean Arbello is the ADA Coordinator for our university. Some of the reasonable accommodations that a student can request would be private meetings with the course professors at the beginning of the term in order to modify their class participation. They can also request note takers, voice synthesizers, computers, recorders, and even extended time to complete exams. The application process, you would be able to contact me through doza@albizu.edu or call extension 3245, or you can even email me at my email, lmartinez@albizu.edu. And then we would be sending you the student guide to reasonable accommodations so you can understand what your rights are, and the application packet, and also the medical documentation form that you would need to complete and submit. Once you have everything completed, you would be able to submit it through doza@albizu.edu. And then our office will notify you of your approved accommodations via your SunMail account. It's very important that you check your SunMail account all the time, because there's always emails being sent out to the students, and that would be the way that we would notify you. Student life. While you're at Albizu University, we do hope that you do participate in student clubs, organizations, events, presentations, and workshops. On campus, we have several vending machines, along with our Cafe Ole Ola. We also have a new student lounge next to the cafe, which is much bigger. It's under construction right now, and it also has a microwave and refrigerator. You'll also find several areas around the campus with seating, but please observe social distancing guidelines. Student life, we do have a variety of different clubs and organizations. Here's a list of our clubs and the faculty advisors, in case you're interested. Also tomorrow, the Student Council will be hosting a virtual club rush, which I hope you join at 11 a.m. And there will be representatives there from all the different clubs to tell you a little bit about the clubs and if you're interested in joining them. We also do have a very strong online presence. We have our primary university website, which is albizu.edu. You can also reach us on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. We have a student success blog. We have a virtual bookstore, and we also do provide student affairs updates at this website. Okay, so important things to remember. If you find yourself that you need to drop or add a class anytime while you're enrolled in our school, it is your responsibility to verify in the student academic calendar the add drop period for each semester. Students wishing to drop or add a course need to start this process by completing a form at the registrar's office, and then complete it at the finance office. The add drop process is not considered official until students have made payment if they want to add courses or request a reimbursement for the dropped courses at the finance office. When a student officially drops from any course or courses within the first week of class by completing the official withdrawal form and notify the office of the registrar and complete it in finance, a refund of the tuition will be made according to the following schedule. Anytime prior to the beginning of classes or the first week of classes, it's 100% refund on the tuition. During and after the second week of classes, there will be no refund. So it's really important you check the academic calendar for those specific dates. And also remember that if you drop a course, it may also affect your financial aid eligibility. We do have upcoming events this week scheduled every day this week. Tomorrow we have the virtual club rush on Wednesday and Thursday. I'm sorry, today is Tuesday. So tomorrow is Wednesday. We have the virtual club rush. On Thursday and Friday, we'll have different writing webinars. Make sure you watch your email, your Sunmail email every Monday to stay abreast of our weekly events. I do send out weekly announcements every Monday with what we're planning to do for that week. Any questions? Anybody have any questions? No? Okay. I'm going to share my screen again with another. Give me 1 second. Okay. So here we have contact information for some of our service departments. The Office of the Registrar is where you can get assistance on registering for your courses, request official transcripts, or certified student evaluation. Upon graduation, they will be the ones to assist you obtaining your diploma. The Financial Aid Department will assist you in completing your FAFSA application, which has to be done every year if you're going to be applying for financial aid. They can also assist you in filling out other financial aid forms to see if you qualify for grants, loans, scholarships, work study, and they can also help you on the exit counseling if you have obtained any direct loans. The finance department usually assists students with payment plans, tax forms. If you get financial aid alone and you are expecting a refund on it, they're the ones who will be processing that. They can also help you in establishing a direct deposit account, or if you would prefer a paper check for your refund. ITS is here to assist students with their technological issues. They can help you with your Sunmail account, Blackboard, or troubleshooting password access. And the Office of Student Affairs, that's us. We're here to help you with anything that you need. If you need assistance contacting another department, as I mentioned previously, with career services, tutoring, anything that you can, that you just need help on, please feel free to reach out to us, and we'll be more than happy to assist you. And now I would like to introduce Dr. Amanda Just. She is the director of the Graduate Student Center.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Amanda Just, or Mandy, and I'll be talking to you about the Title V Graduate Student Center. So what we provide you is access to resources. We do have resource textbooks available right now for research and writing. We will be unrolling this week a Grammarly account. So everybody will be checking your Sunmail to make sure that you can register through your Albizu Sunmail account, and you can download the extension for free. And we also have expanded the library database to include a lot more journals and different articles for you when you are conducting research for courses or for your doctoral program, if that's what you're in. We will also be providing workshops and writing circles. So these are specific to graduate student needs and the topics. So if you're in a master's program, or if you're in a PhD or PsyD track, we have different workshops for everybody. And then we also have writing circles where you can come and you can have your writing kind of critiqued, not only by our center, but then also by your peers. And then we also offer writing and research support specifically for graduate students. So we have tutoring services as well. And we also have on the Portal T infographics, and shortly we'll be having short videos that correspond with those infographics over topics like research, writing, publishing, etc. This is just a little overview of some of the workshops that you can expect to see coming up in the spring semester. These will also be shared to you through email, and we also put them on social media. So you can feel free to save this, take a picture of it, or just watch your emails for upcoming events. And they're all recorded, and then they're also put onto the Portal T. So this is where you can find information on the Graduate Student Center. We have a website, albizu.edu/Graduate Student Center. And then we also have a PickTime website, /Albizu Graduate Student Center, where you can go and sign up for workshops or sign up for tutoring services. We have our resources on Blackboard, as Dr. Arbello showed you earlier, under the Graduate Student Resources tab under Portal T. And then here is my email address. I encourage you to feel free to reach out to me, especially if you're a graduate student. If you have any questions, I'm always here and always very glad to help in any way I can.
Thank you so much. We now have Rita Rivera. Rita is one of our peer tutors and our student council president. Rita, you're muted. Oh, there you go.
Yes, sorry, I'm just trying to share my PowerPoint. Just 1 second. Can you see my screen?
No, not yet.
Weird. How about now?
Yes.
Okay. So let's do this. Okay, welcome everyone. On behalf of the Student Council, we're really happy to have you join our family here at Albizu University. The Student Council, and you can always contact us at student_council@albizu.edu, is formed by different students from across all the programs. And we're here to serve you. We're here to also serve as a bridge between you and the faculty and staff of the university. We can facilitate any communication between you and the staff, and also we can help you, just get connected and plugged in the community. We can help you, become familiar with the clubs and organizations that we have on campus. And we also help organize different events and activities. And like Dr. Arbello and Lily were mentioning, even though we're online, we're still doing activities. Tomorrow we have the Club Rush. It's going to be online, and the representatives of different clubs of the campus are going to be present, including the Child Psychology Club, the Neuropsychology, Health Club, Catholic Club, the Psychi, which is the Honor Society for Psychology, and the Club of Psychology of Spirituality and Religion. So if there's any organization that you want to know more about, tomorrow is the event for you to attend. It's going to be at 11. And yeah, I hope to see you there. And again, if you ever need anything, or you have any questions, or you just want to get connected with the community, you can always feel free to email us at student_council@albizu.edu.
Thank you so much, Rita. I would like now to introduce Brenda Lisanetti. She is the academic coach, and she will be talking about onboarding and academic counseling. Brenda Lise.
Hi, how are you? Can everybody see my screen? Yes, wonderful. So welcome everybody, and again, congratulations. Welcome to the AU family. Very excited to have you guys with us. I am your academic counselor. And what is an academic counselor, right? So basically, your source of reference or navigation to kind of put everything together that you just listened to, you know, a little bit outside of advisement or the academic realm. You know, as students, and as Juan mentioned earlier, 2020 has been quite interesting and an eye-opener for everyone. And starting school can be kind of scary, right? So, you know, part of my role is to kind of bridge the gap between the academic world and your personal world. I saw Lorena, I'm assuming it's Lorena's child, you know, in the background, you know. You know, we all have so many things going on aside from being a student at AU. And that can bring stresses, that can bring uncertainty. Even at the beginning of this orientation, we weren't able to access our emails, and all those things can just be really stressful. You know, maybe in itself is not so much of a big deal, but when you start piling all those things on each other, it can be very overwhelming. And so as your academic counselor, hopefully I will be able to help you, you know, with some academic planning, some goal setting if necessary. If you're experiencing a crisis, I have resources and referrals that I can connect you with. Also, we can develop any strategies or service planning, basically anything that's targeted to you personally. I've had the opportunity to receive referrals from faculty and from students, even not in the state. And so that's interesting, but that's what we do. We're resourceful, we work together, we reach out. I'm able to reach out to the San Juan campus for students, because they do live over there, you know, in Puerto Rico, but our students in Miami, and just work together and connect you with the services to make you as successful as possible. This is my information. Don't stress about writing this down, because you're gonna get this information a few different times. Sam, which you'll hear from in a little bit, will help you navigate through Blackboard and how to access our contact information, but I'm also gonna share with you how to access the Virtual Success Center as well. You can reach me through email, phone number, self-referral, through Blackboard. I'm pretty accessible. I think my thought or my theory is that during the weekend is when all the stuff happens because we don't have class, you know, we don't have meetings, we don't have appointments. So I tend to check my emails throughout the weekend, because I recognize that sometimes as a student myself, the weekend is where we panic the most or where other things come up. So please, I'm accessible to you pretty much every day in every medium possible. And I want to so now I'm going to segue into what onboarding is, or what new student onboarding is. I am part of a team of really amazing individuals that are here for basically to lay the groundwork for your success. You know, taking you through all the virtual platforms, assisting you with Blackboard, getting to know AU, all the access points, showing you or navigating you through the tutorials and workshops, connecting you with virtual offices, which I will do, and I think Sam will do as well, and just providing you with some overall strategies for success. So prior to your classes, hopefully we're going to start getting to know you and share some information, which is what we're starting to do now, making sure that you have everything that you need for a great start. Like Ms. Sabla was talking about, you know, making sure that you have access to your emails, that you know who your advisors are. So if you're not sure if any of those things, please reach out. That's what we're here for. The team is here to ensure that you have all the tools, information, and strategies that you need to be as successful as possible. We understand that the first semester is crucial. Again, I'm going to reference Juan, who was talking in the beginning. You know, you're making this huge leap of faith into your future. Some of us maybe haven't been in school in quite some time. I know from my master's to my current doctoral program, I took 10 years off. And that first semester, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to write. I don't know how to do anything, because you have that sense of panic. And I want to just assure you that we have been there. And that's why we recognize how important it is to give you as much support as possible. During classes, we're gonna check in on you. You'll get emails from us. You'll get messages through the Virtual Success Center. Maybe we would have received some referrals, or maybe you have reached out to us and we're just gonna connect throughout your classes. So before exams, you're also gonna receive some check-ins from us, probably reiterate some of the information that Ms. Martinez and Ms. Rivera have provided, which is, you know, strategies for test taking, tutorials, access to tutors, anything that you need to best prepare you for that exam period. And then we're also going to check with you after the exams and see how you did, because we know you guys are going to be amazing. So who's your onboarding team? So here you have myself. My name is Brenda Lizanetti. This is, again, my information. You have Sam Rios, which you'll be hearing from quite a bit. Hi, Sam, who is absolutely amazing. Sam and I will be kind of, although we're accessible to everybody, we're going to be focusing our attention to our new graduate students. And then you have Mr. Luis Diaz and Dr. Dale Dan, who will be focusing on our undergraduate students. Because we recognize that undergrad and graduate students have their individual needs, you know, so we want to make sure that we focus our attention to whatever it is that you need. We collaborate with you, your advisors, your professors. We want to coach you to success. You can email us. We have our office, our virtual offices for now, which in a few minutes I'll show you how to access it. And just let us know how to best serve you during your academic journey. I'm going to briefly, even though I think, Sam, you might do this as well, I'm going to share really quick, if I could get there. Give me 1 second, guys. So if you can see my screen, this is my Blackboard. Again, I'm a student as well. So hopefully your Blackboard will look something similar to this. And as you can see, I have the Virtual Success Center as one of my courses. And if I click on there, you'll get to our page and everything that you need, very similar to what Dr. Arbello mentioned in the Success Center. You're gonna see on the left-hand pane, the success blog, orientation, academic calendar, but I wanna direct you specifically to where you can access us, your academic coach and your academic counselor and your tutoring services. So if you didn't get an opportunity to write any information down about how to contact us, it's all there. We're going to try to make it as easy as possible for you to navigate through all the AU has to offer, how to connect with us. As you can see, we all have our virtual offices. You see Sam again. If you click on the academic counselor, you're going to find myself with also my contact information. And it's just another great way for us to be able to connect with you and check in with you We'll be able to post our announcements. You can self-refer and hopefully open that line of communication, which I know can be a little bit scary, especially now that everything is virtual. This is quite a shift for many of us, but we're going to try to make this onboarding process as smooth as possible. And I truly feel that you all have a very successful semester. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brenda Lise. Now I'd like to introduce you to Sam Rios, which you met previously, but Sam is going to walk you through your Blackboard experience.
All right. Hello. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to use a PowerPoint for a little bit, and then I'll go into the actual Blackboard website after. But right now, I'm just going to teach you how to basically get started with online learning. So I'm going to teach you how to access your SunMail student email, how to access Blackboard, the online campus, how to locate whatever class you want to go into, navigating the classroom, participating in the discussions, submitting assignments, taking tests, viewing your grades, and then logging out. So to access to access your student email, you basically want to go to gmail.com. I'm pretty sure most of you have Gmails. And then you want to log in with your student username, which is going to be your first initial, your last initial, and then your student ID number. And then you want to hit next. And then it'll ask for the password. And your student password should be your first name and then your year of birth, all lowercase. And then you hit next. Any questions on that? All right. So then you want to access Blackboard. And access Blackboard, use your internet browser. I recommend using Google Chrome because that's what Blackboard works best on. And then you want to go to bb.albizu.edu and see this page here if you're not logged in already. And then you basically want to type in what you type in for your student email, your username and your password, and then you sign in. Any questions on that? All right. So to find your class, once you log in, you'll see this screen. You're probably going to be in the activity stream, which basically just shows you all the recent activity within whatever courses or pages you're a part of in Blackboard. And then to access your courses, you go to courses. And then once you click that, you'll have a list of all your courses. You kind of saw how it looks for Brenda Lise because she's also a student. So that's how it would look. And then, so yeah, it'll just show you a list of all your courses. And so basically you pick a course, and then once you pick a course, and then you'll get another window, and then you should see this left-hand bar here. Like the getting started, home, start here. And basically everything's kind of self-explanatory. You know, the home page is the home page. It's basically where you start in the class. And then you can also have the announcements. And if you click announcements, you'll be able to see any announcements in the class. Your teacher might have some, they might not. It really depends, but it's really helpful to just check every now and then for any announcements. So discussions. Discussions are the bread and butter of online classes because since you're not in an actual classroom, it's kind of hard to have an actual discussion with your peers. And so the discussions in each class will be down on the left-hand bar there. Once you click that, you'll see this kind of page. And so the first discussion is usually the getting to know you. And it's basically a place to talk about yourself and meet your fellow classmates. And then once it gets into the actual content and the actual discussions, they'll be listed as like week 2 discussion or discussion week 2. And then in the description, you'll see for week 2 discussion, it has what you'll be discussing for that week. So in this case, it's give an example of positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. And so usually what you do is you would respond to that discussion between like 100, 200 words, and then you would reply to 2 of your classmates. So any questions on that? All right. And I already went over this. Basically, you click that, you click the getting to know you, the forum, and then you click create thread. And you see here, I created one here. And once you create a thread, you'll be able to subscribe to it by clicking subscribe there. And then once you subscribe to it, that'll allow you to basically receive any emails or any notifications if somebody commented on it or you got a reply from your professor. Any questions on that? Okay.
I'm sorry, can we go back?
Yeah.
I create a thread to start like when I started talking about myself, say, and then people will respond to that. In order to respond to that, they'll have to subscribe, right?
No, subscribing basically allows them to keep, like they get notifications whenever somebody also replies.
I understand. All right.
So they can just click on your thread and then they could just type in a comment.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so submitting assignments, you're also going to have some assignments in your classes. And so some of them might have you submit a paper. Some of them might have you submit a PowerPoint. Basically, for any of these, you want to just click the, where is it? There it is. You want to click Browse My Computer. So when you click Browse Your Computer, it'll give you a window of everything on your computer. It's probably going to be at the desktop. But basically, you just want to find wherever you save document or your PowerPoint on your computer, and then you just click it, and then it'll be attached to the assignment. And then at the bottom right there, it says submit. You could submit it, or you can save it as a draft just in case you want to just submit it later. And any questions on that? Okay. You can also have a comment or add a comment if you just want to, email your professor while you're also submitting, or talk to your professor. It's like, hey, sorry, this is late. Basically, if you just want to add a comment to your assignment. There we go. Okay. And then you'll also probably have some tests in your classes. And so your tests will be inside of your whichever week they're in. Your midterms will probably be in the midweek of the semester, and your final will be on the final week. And then once you click it, you'll see the name here. Right now, this is just a sample, so it's a sample test. And then it'll have the description, the instructions, if there's a time limit, and then you can select begin to begin. Any questions on that? Okay. And then to view your grades, you want to go to My Course right here, and then under that, you'll see My Grades. And then you'll see all the grades for the assignments that are already graded. If they're not graded, it might have a 0. Don't worry about that. If it's like week 1 and then your week 6 assignments have a 0, obviously you haven't taken that yet, so just don't worry about it. Any questions on that? All right. And then to exit the classroom, you'll see that purple or white X on a purple background at the top left. You'll click that, and then you'll go back to the home page of Blackboard, which had the activity stream, had all your courses, and that's how you exit your class. Any questions on that? All right, and then if you want to sign out, you go back to the home Blackboard page, and then all the way at the bottom it says sign out, and that'll basically sign you out. Any questions on that? I'm going to switch over to Blackboard real quick. Can you see my screen? Hello.
Yes, Sam, I can see it.
Okay, you see Blackboard? Okay, great. Brenda Lee's already went over the good stuff, the good in the Virtual Success Center, but I just want to show you, where is it? The tutoring services. Basically, there are kind of two ways you can get in touch with your tutors. So one, you can use the pick time. And if you click that here, it'll take this website. And basically, you can have you can schedule a tutoring session or a coaching session. Here it is. And then you click that. It has all your tutors, and you just select whichever one or whoever you want to meet with. And then each day it'll give you time slots. And so you can just pick one of these, and then they'll get a notification that, hey, you want to meet with them, and then they can start working with you from there. Alternatively, oh, and here you have their schedule and what they specialize in over here. Alternatively, you could go to their tutor room. So for example, Alberto, you can click this, and you'll see click to launch. This is basically their virtual office, and it's pretty much exactly like, you know, just going over to their office on campus. It's like, hey, can I schedule a time to meet with you at this date? And so you click to launch, and then you click create thread, just like a discussion. And then let me see here. And it's basically like writing an email. So you want to put the subject like, hey, I want to meet with you. And then you put in down here in the message box, whatever you want to tell them. And then just like the regular discussions in your class, you just click submit down here. And then they'll get a notification that you just messaged them on their virtual office. Any questions on that?
Sam, there's a question in the chat regarding what needs to be placed in the Google account and how to get to Blackboard.
Okay, let me go back. Okay, can you see my PowerPoint? Okay, so one was the Google account. Let me see. Okay, in the Google account. Okay, so the Google account is what is going to be your SunMail, your student email. And so for that, you want to put in, or it should be, your login should be your first initial, your last initial, and then your student ID number. And then your password should be your first name and your year of birth, all lowercase. And then to get into Blackboard, you basically go to bb.albizu.edu. You just type that into the search bar in your internet browser. And then you'll see this page. If you're not logged in already, you'll see this page in the left here, where it says username and password. And you basically put in the same as your student email, your username and then your password, and then you click sign in. Any questions on that?
Yeah, Olivia, I see that the account doesn't exist when you try to go into the Google account.
Hi, my name is Valentina. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Can hear you.
Okay, that also happened to me. I'm trying to log in right now into my Google, and it says that the account couldn't be found or something like that. I've tried like several times.
Were you emailed your credentials and all the information?
Yes, in my admission letter, I have all my information, but it just says it couldn't find it.
Yes, same here.
Okay. Big brain. Okay. So basically, go to Gmail again.
Mhm.
And then let me try to do it with you. Go type in your username.
Mhm.
And then after that, put at sunmail.albizu.edu.
Correct. I was just gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
I've been doing it with the Sunmail and without it, and it still says it can't find it.
Yeah, it's
Really?
at sunmail.albizu.edu.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't go through?
No.
Huh.
Camera.
Valentina, the name that appears, that's your complete first and last name?
Valentina Sastoque, yes. I have my initials and then the number of my ID and then at sunmail.albizu. And then I put it without it, but it doesn't work either way.
Are you putting sunmail.albizu.edu?
Yep.
I know Miss Sabla is, she's a part of the enrollment team, but she's on the call, but she's getting ready to do her oral comps. I know in like 2 minutes. So I have your name written down.
I'm here. How can I help?
Elena, she's
What's
having, I don't know how to direct her. She's not having access to her Gmail account. It says that her credentials are invalid. Is that correct, Valentina?
Yeah, it says couldn't find your Google account.
Okay. Valentina, I'm gonna write on the chat my email. Send me your information, and anyone like Valentina who's having an issue, send me your information, what program you belong to, so I can have ITS contact you.
Awesome. What's your email?
Okay. I will put my information right now. So just let me know that you're having problems, what the problem is specifically, because the ITS always asks, and hopefully we'll get you up and going by this week.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to switch over back to the Blackboard. All right, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. And so back in the tutor room, you'll see here we have a discussion forum. And so this is if you just want to talk with your tutor, not necessarily schedule a session, but if you just have a question for them, you can type it here. It's basically another discussion. And so this is also great, just so other people that also have, who may have the same question as you, it kind of turns into an FAQ forum. And then here, tutor resources. This is basically if your tutor has anything they think will be helpful for the people that they're tutoring. It'll be here. And then the tutor room water cooler. This is basically a place for people that are who have this tutor to just talk with each other and maybe kind of make study groups. It's basically just like a lounge for students to talk with each other who share the same tutor. And then this is just an inspirational room, just in case it's finals week and you're dying of sleep deprivation and you need some inspiration. Just a motivational video for you, totally optional. Back. There we go. All right, and so each tutor has their own room. So you just scroll down and then you'll see all of the available tutors. And then one thing we're developing also is this mental health services list. And for some reason it's not displaying. There it is. And so what this is, it's basically just a mental health service list for you, just in case you want to see somebody, therapist, or you have just problems going on. It's basically, you'll see here we have the service and then we have their contact information. This is basically if you want to have something a little bit more involved that the amazing Brenda-Lise is not really capable of handling at the moment. And so you see here we have just emergency services if you really need help immediately. And then regular intervention, Broward services, and we're also developing the lists for Puerto Rico. So any questions on that?
Thank you, Sam. I had forgotten about that. I wasn't sure if it was active or not.
Yeah, it's a, no, go ahead.
The intent behind having mental health referral lists is that sometimes we're just not comfortable, reaching out and speaking to myself or any individual, but you do need some assistance or some information. So this is just a way for you to have access to the available resources within the community, which as much detail as we could find in the particular areas. I do have to work on GLBTQ and allies related services. So I'm working on adding some specific agencies or organizations that cater to that population. But as you can see, you'll have the organizational name, the address, the phone number, website, and if there's particular criteria or information to access any services within that organization, we'll include that as well. So it's just a really great way for you to be able to access the information. It's right there at your fingertips within Blackboard, so you don't have to navigate through another browser, another website, or go through so many different channels. We're trying to have things as accessible as possible for you. Again, all with the intention of making your journey, your academic journey at AU as supportive and successful as possible. So thank you, Sam, because I wasn't sure if we show that, so I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint. All right. And going back to the Blackboard homepage. At the Blackboard homepage, you'll see at the top left, at the left-hand menu, this institutional page. And this page has a lot of information. It has student support, technical support. You can access the online library at the university there. It has tutorials for Blackboard. And so if you want to just look at that, you can at the institutional page. And remember, we are here for you. You're not alone in this online learning crazy 2020 experience. For Blackboard support, I'm always here. You can call me or email me. There's my information there. And yeah, we're just here for you.
Thank you so much, Sam. Does anyone have any questions? I know it's a lot of information. Also on Blackboard under Portal T, which is the Student Success Center, there is a recording, another orientation, which you should all watch. It is pre-recorded, but it is different than this one because it has more specific information on each service department. So it has more information about the registrar, the finance department, the library, ITS. So please try to, once you have access to Blackboard, go under Portal T and look at the pre-recorded orientation. That will help you a lot. And again, we are always here to assist you with anything else that you may need. If nobody has any questions, I want to thank everyone for joining us today. You guys have done a tremendous job, and I hope we've been able to clarify some of the things, that new students have once they start a new school. If not, just feel free to reach out to us at any time. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye now.